Yo, I'll bring that back up in a second. Nation, yes. Let's talk about it. Latest edition, the latest, whatever you want to call it, installment of Coffee and Convo is here. A lot of news to uncover right now. Shout out to everybody. I know I said I was going to have this start in about another 20, 30 minutes, but oh well. We're starting early. So shout out to everybody in the building already. I'm going to let everybody pull in, and we're definitely going to talk about all this breaking news that is going on right now. A lot of it we kind of already knew. I mean, we already knew, but we're going to unpack it. You know what I mean? We're definitely going to unpack it. Shout out to everybody in the comments section, man. What's good with you, Top Beats? My brother. Gabe, we're here for that. That's what we're going to talk about, brother. Just give me some time, King, and I got you. We're definitely going to talk about that. Shout out to my brother Gabe, man. Yeah, man. Ian Rappaport dropped a bomb today. I mean, for those who really ain't in tune with what's going on, I mean, let's be honest. We already knew that, Josh McDaniels and Zeke were coming for a reason, right? They were coming over to the dark side for a reason. You don't go somewhere where you don't feel you have a quarterback already in play. And for a team like us to put this coaching staff together, this front office together, I feel as though they knew we can win right now. You feel me? So that's the reason why Zeke came over. That's the reason why McDaniels came over. That is the reason why we have such a great coaching staff and front office now in play, because they're saying that we're built to win right now. And I'm excited, man. Let me see. Y'all can hear me, right? Hold on. Is that better? Yo. Yep. We're going to talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about it. I'm just letting everybody pull in real quick, man. Shout out to everybody already here. My apologies. I just woke up. I'm going to be honest. I slept in today. Today is my day where I can sleep in. And I literally just woke up to a notification, and I said, whoa. Let me jump up and get to it. You know what I mean? So that's why we're here, man. That's why we're here. Shout out to everybody, man. Johnny Watson, Meek, Hammer's House, Raider Ross. What's good with y'all, man? Maximus. He says, wipe them feet. Wipe them. Francisco, we're going to talk about this as well. I'm going to be honest, you guys. I think the whole Davante Adams idea, and a lot of people would think, right, DC taking a pay cut, $25-30 million, you would assume, okay, we're probably going to make a play for Davante Adams. The rumors are, you guys, that right now Green Bay is ready to make Aaron Rodgers the highest paid quarterback. It's been all across the news this morning. They're trying to make him the highest paid quarterback in the league this upcoming season. If they do that, they're going to have to make a lot of room to bring Davante back. But let's be honest, man. If Aaron Rodgers says, I'll come back for that money, there's no way he doesn't go back without Davante Adams. There's no way he goes back to Green Bay without Davante Adams. So it has to be a package deal. And Davante, let's be honest, yes, he loves DC. That is his best friend. It makes sense. But if he can continue to play for Aaron Rodgers, that's what he wants to do. And I think today, that whole idea of Davante Adams potentially becoming a Raider is a wrap. Not saying that Aaron Rodgers will take that deal. He may say, nah, man, still not enough in play for me. I don't like this. We're a lot of money over the salary cap. We don't have enough money to move around and get the pieces that we need. Aaron may still want to move on. Who's to say he doesn't? But at this point, I just don't see it. I think Davante stays with Green Bay. I think Aaron Rodgers goes back over there and they run it back. So big time Willie, 2 firsts for DK Metcalf. I'm not doing it. No way, no how. Shout out to you, my brother, but that's way too much for a receiver that hasn't done. 2 for Davante Adams, yes, but DK Metcalf is nowhere in the same vicinity as tier wide receivers. He's nowhere near Davante Adams. a one, and we maybe can talk about something. But two of them, nah. Shout out to Talkbox, man. Appreciate you, King. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel, my brother. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, hit the link up top. We're definitely going to talk about it now, you guys. We're almost 200. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to read what Ian Rappaport was pretty much saying. This is coming from NFL.com, you guys. For years, it appeared that Derek Carr's future with the Raiders was in doubt. Whenever former coach John Gruden had the opportunity to fully support him, he often left it open. I don't agree with that, to be honest. I don't, but they can say what they want to say. I think Gruden was committed to him year in and year out. He may not have said it publicly, but he was. With new coach Josh McDaniels and general manager Dave Ziegler officially on board, Carr is finally set to receive the support that has eluded him. Sources say the Raiders are moving forward with Carr at QB and prepared to discuss a contract extension that will keep him in Las Vegas for the foreseeable future. Carr has 1 year left on his contract, making nearly $20 million. My bad, you guys. I just woke up. $20 million. For weeks, as the Raiders search for a coach, Carr mold his future with both sides left to make a mutual decision about what would come next. Sources say Carr's top choice for a new coach was actually the one the team hired. In the past, McDaniels and Ziegler's affection for the three-time Pro Bowler led them to consider trading for him. Those who don't know, they were trying to get DC in New England. Now they don't have to. Carr has earned a near top-of-the-market contract extension, and a strong short-term deal may be in his future. A strong short-term deal. He would be a top target for QB-needy teams this offseason, but barring a breakdown in current plans, those teams will need to look in another direction. Shout out to Ian Rappaport. And what they're saying is, you guys, it is going to be $25 million to $30 million. This has been the number that we all pretty much discussed, right? This is what we thought, 25 to 30. 35 was the ceiling, and that was going to be in upfront money or guarantees where you didn't have to pay him 35 technically for the year. 35 wouldn't be on the books, you know what I mean? But 25 to 30 million for DC. I like it. I would love if we can keep DC at the 19.9, pretty much 20 million this year. Keep him at 20 million, extend him another 3 years for 25 to 30 million. What do you guys think about that? Pretty much he'll have a 4-year deal upcoming. He's 30 years old. By the time it ends, 34 years old, and then we can come back to the drawing board and say, hey, you know, we've been to the playoffs this many times. We went to the Super Bowl this many times. Does it work for both parties? But what do you guys think about that? I'm thinking try and keep him at what he is this year. That's the best way to move forward with the salary cap. Keep him at 19.9. Extend him 3 years, 25 to 30 million. Boom. We are set to go. That's what I think. Shout to Cardo, man. Exactly. I'm with it, brother. I am with it. Meek, it's not going to happen, brother. It's not. And there's rumors now, you guys, I don't know if you've seen it, that Tampa Bay is going to make a play for Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson. That would be crazy. Shout to Wu-Tang Cheat. Facts, my brother. Facts, facts, facts. Davante wants to play with DC. I'm not sure how Green Bay keeps him if they pay Rodgers top money. I think that they're both going to the drawing board and make it work. I do. They can cut some people. They can make some. Look, I've seen New Orleans do some shit. I've seen them do some magic year in and year out. So they can definitely make something shake. Wasted. What's good with you, my brother? What's good with you, my brother? Andres woke up and chose violence. He said, I fucking hate Carr. Anyone who likes him is actually delusional. I guess I'm delusional then because I like Carr. I'm not in love with Carr. I'm not in love with the idea of him being our quarterback for the foreseeable future, but I like the idea. I like the guy, and I think that he can get it done if we have all the right pieces around him. But I love that you woke up and chose violence, King. I have nothing wrong with what you said. It's all love, brother. Keep talking that, keep spewing out that morning hatred. I love it. There's nothing like morning violence. There's nothing like throwing bacon at the wall. There's nothing like throwing fucking eggs at the garage door. I love it. I love it. Shout to Andres, man. James, if the Raiders don't get Adams, I see us getting A-Rod and getting Jay Williams. That would be a great duo. Jameson Williams would be fire, James. And A-Rod would be, heaven sent, my brother. If we can get both of those guys, this offense just goes to a whole nother level. Shout out to my brother James, and he's talking about Allen Robinson, you guys from the Chicago Bears, and J-Mo from Alabama. Let me see. I love it, bro. I love it. I love that shit. I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. This man smokes up. Hey, bro, yeah, my man's need a blunt, bro. He need a blunt immediately. Immediately. Yo, Docs, all card talk aside, what you having for Super Bowl dinner, my boy? My wife is actually going to the turkey hut, the turkey leg hut. She's about to go buy a bunch of turkey legs, and we about to get lit, bro. The Hennessy glazed turkey legs are the shit. So that's what we're on today, my brother. Shout out to my dog and little bro, Enzo Edwards. What's good with you, my guy? The Troll God. The Troll God. Carr's going to lead the league in yards with this new offense. I hope so. I mean, look, he was damn near there with the offense we had last year. You feel me? So I wouldn't put that past him at all. At all. At all. At all. Let me see. I'm getting a bunch of messages, you guys. My apologies. Let me see something. Okay, cool. Cool. But yeah, man, shout out to Ian Rappaport, putting that out there today. Shout out to my brother Raiders.scout. If you guys are not following him yet on Instagram, you're asleep. He actually dropped the news as well. So, look, I'm excited about this, you guys. I know everybody considers me a DC hater. I love it. If he's taking a pay cut and our coaching staff and our front office believes in this guy, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it. He already proved me wrong. Went to the playoffs, 5th seed, 10-7 this year. I didn't think it was going to happen after going on that 4-game slide or whatever, how many games we lost in a row, and then we won at 4 in a row. I thought it was over. You know what I mean? And DC helped this team catapult into the playoffs. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Look, man, Josh McDaniels, David Ziegler, they know more than me, man. You know what I mean? So if they're sold, I'm sold as well. We may not have a new car, you guys, but we have the new one, the old one, and we're going to polish them up. We're going to polish them up. So shout out to DC, man. Jerome Clemens. And you guys, understand this. It is far from done. It is far from done. The contract is not done. It's just talks. You know what I'm saying? But it would be great to work this out early so when free agency starts, we know where we are. You know what I'm saying? We know where we are with money in terms of being able to go out and get some improvements for this roster. So we need to get it done immediately. Hopefully, somehow, some way, we can get this shit done the next few days, which would be great. But that's not going to happen. But it would be great to get this done sooner than later because in exactly a month, free agency starts. March 14th, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be popping. Shout out to Jerome, man. Do you see this extension as McDaniels trying to make a Vegas all-star cast starring Carr, Adams, Waller, and Renfro? I would love it, brother, but I don't see that happening. I don't see Adams coming over here. They're already talking about an extension with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, making him the highest paid quarterback. Aaron Rodgers does not agree to go back to Green Bay without Davante Adams. There's no way in hell. So I think that Green Bay somehow, some way, I know they're like $40 million over the cap. They're going to somehow, some way finagle and bring those two guys back. There's no way the A-Rod goes back to Green Bay without Davante Adams. Shout out to my dog, man. Jerome, appreciate you, my brother, as always. I got one more super in here real quick. Shout out to my brother, Mike Downs. You got to believe that they will groom and have a quality backup to take over after this re-signing expires of Carr, and that's what I want. Yeah, and to be honest with you, we may get one this year in the draft, or we may get one next year in a better quarterback draft, but New England does this damn near every year. You know what I mean? They damn near go get a quarterback every year. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Look, I'm just going to trust the process. I'm on my Philadelphia 76ers shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on right now. I'm just trusting the process and hoping that these guys know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Mike Downs. Shout out to Kapasky, man. Are you going to watch spring football? My apologies, y'all. Allergies kicking my ass. Allergies are kicking my ass. Nah, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it, man. I'm definitely not. It ain't Raider related. I'm done. I'm done, Kabaski. It's gotta be Raider related, man. Shout out to my dog, man. Yarraimi. Shout out to Kev, man. Can I get a yarra? You already know. Raider Mike says, not this year's draft, next year's draft for a QB. Well, this is the thing. You know, the good thing is now we're not drafting for a starting quarterback in year 1 or year 2, right? So why not? Why not go get a Bailey Zapp in the 3rd round or another quarterback like a Carson Strong if he falls to the 3rd or 4th? Why not? Why not? At the end of the day, you can groom him. He's not coming in to start. Most teams that get a quarterback in the 1st round, they're trying to get him to start immediately, damn near, right? Most of them. So why not go get one in this draft? If there's a Bailey Zapp there or there's a Carson Strong in the mid rounds, I'm going to go get them. And then I'm going to groom them. I'm going to see what they can do. You know what I mean? But that's just me. Shout out to my brother Masked Up Podcast. Docs, where's a shout out from your boy Saints01? I told you about Mike Thomas. He stays in New Orleans. Shout out to my guy, man. He will. And that's a lot of money on the books, my brother. That's a lot of money on the books. Don't you guys? It's like $24 million on the books this year, right? That's a lot of money, my brother. But shout out to my guy, man. Shout out to my dog for still being here. And shout out to your podcast as well, King. Oh, real quick, man. Shout out to my Aussie brothers, right? Shout out to my Aussie brothers, man. AR, my boy Ali Shrubs, man. I appreciate you guys. For those who don't know, they did and I've been wanting to do this. I said I was going to do this last season. I'm going to do it at some point this season. They did an award show, right, where they gave like awards to our to our players. You know, Coach of the Year. It was like Richie B, Gus Bradley. You know, they did like a whole thing. And the last one they did was Raiders Podcaster of the Year. Shout out to all my brothers that were in the category. It was me, Honcho, Samoan Raider, and Mitch, my brother Mitch, man. And your boy took the award home, man. Your boy took the award home. My boy Ali just told me to check it out. I definitely went and watched it. I'm gonna screen record it and upload it as well so everybody can see it. But shout out to my guys, man, for giving me my flowers, and thank you for just giving me those kind words. That shit meant a lot, man. It really meant a lot to me. They said your boy won by a landslide, man. I like that. I like that. I like that. You know what I mean? I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? But now, shout out to my brothers Samoans, Honcho, and Mitch, and everybody else that's in the community, man, doing their thing. I just wanted to say, man, got to give my Australian brothers their flowers, man, for doing something like that. That is so dope. And it's just cool, man, to see our shows, you know what I mean, flourishing and getting bigger. I mean, in Australia, man, this is an Australian show. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. So shout out to my guys. Cal, happy Super Bowl Sunday, Graphk. I send mines, G. Raidernation for life. Shout out to you, 805 as well, my brother. I appreciate you, King. Have a great Sunday, my brother. Have a great Sunday, man. Let me see. We now have money. I want Jackson and Robinson. What Jackson are you speaking of, King? Are you talking about J.C. Jackson? I just don't know if we're going to spend $20 million on him. Think about it. Those two players right there are damn near $40 million. Do you spend $40 million on that? I love A-Rob. I love J.C. Jackson. I would love to have both of them, but that's damn near $37 to $40 million a year dedicated to two players. So I don't know. But shout out to you, and I definitely would love to have either one. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for the comment. My brother Raider Lux. Congratulations, Docs. I appreciate you, King. I appreciate you. I heard JC is taking 14. Now, if he takes 14, brother, then we can have a conversation, right? Because at 14, you could definitely pull him and an A-Rob in damn near for the same price for Davante Adams. So, Lux, if you're right, my brother, I'm with it. Let me see. I'm pouring one for you, man. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you, King. Why won't we get Adams? I'm just throwing a theory out there, Josh. They're saying right now that, first of all, they're saying that it's looking like we're about to extend DC for like maybe 2 or 3 years on top of his year this year, and it's looking like 25 to 30 million a year. But the news is also reporting right now everything that Green Bay is going to offer to make Aaron Rodgers the highest paid quarterback in the league this upcoming season. If they do that, I just don't see Davante Adams leaving Green Bay. I know they're 40 million over the cap, but I've seen stranger things. I've seen New Orleans pay players year in and year out. Green Bay can make it work if they, get rid of some defenders, get rid of some other guys. They can definitely make it work. So if A-Rod comes back and goes back to Green Bay, I just see Davante Adams staying there with Green Bay. He's played his whole career with pretty much with A-Rod, I think, with the exception of 1 year where A-Rod was out and he had to play with some pretty bad quarterbacks. Yeah, look, Davante Adams is Derek Carr's best friend, but that does not mean he's going to leave Aaron Rodgers to come to Vegas. It just doesn't mean that. Docs, people got to remember the salary cap is funny money. All that matters is guaranteed money. These Patriot boys build through the draft anyway. Shout out to my brother Raiders MF on the donation and the comment. You're right, King. You are right. And these guys know how to work around shit. They know how to work around shit. So I think that DC is definitely going to get a cheap contract for his talent. And he's definitely going to come back ready to fight for this team. Oh, shit. Charles, if you're watching, brother, I'm live right now. I'll give you a call right back. But appreciate you, MF. Shout out to my brother Wasted, man. I appreciate you, King. Appreciate you, my brother. Let me see. Oh, Sharkin, what happened, brother? I didn't see what you said. Steven, it's looking like we're not going to have to. You already know with the no state tax, in Vegas and all that good stuff. I think 25 million probably gets it done. 25 to 30. That's what they're saying right now, the 25 to $30 million range. To be honest, that's a steal for DC. I'm taking it, especially if we can keep him at 19.9 this upcoming season and then just add that extra money at the end of his. Oh, man, that'd be great. That'd be great. Raider Lux, that's a good question. And I was trying to think inside my head, how much money would we save? I don't know, because I don't know what kind of guaranteed money is there. It was probably, like, if he's taking a pay cut, probably all of it's going to be guaranteed. Let's be real. We're probably going to, most of that money is probably going to be guaranteed. Brian says, I love what's going on, bro, for real. Okay, Papa T says, we saved 20 mil by extending him. Papa T, where'd you get that exact figure at, my brother? I want to know where you got it at. I want to know where you got that at. I want to see, because don't get me wrong, that sounds about right. But I just don't know where you got that figure at. Bet. What's up? What? What table? Okay, let me do it. Just wait till I'm done. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Shout out to my wife. Let me see what that is. Let me see what that is real quick. I'm gonna look around real fast. Hold on real quick. Shout out to my brother Violator, man. He just hit me up. Hold on real quick, you guys. Give me 1 second. My apologies. Yo, Wasted, check your DM on IG, my brother. I missed the Stu Show live, but I'll watch it. Man, I'm on the fence about Carr, about the football. Minds know what they're doing. Hey, Donnie, look, to be honest, you didn't miss shit last night. Stu didn't even show up. So all you're going to do is watch a 2-hour show with me just shooting the shit. So you didn't miss nothing. And I get it. I think most people outside of the super just Kardashians that just pray for pray over this man's body every day. Most of us are on the fence. We don't know what is going to happen. We don't. But it's good to know that we have a quarterback here that wants to be here. We know what he can do when he's on top of his game. I'm just hoping that this coaching staff unlocks the best out of DC, point blank, period. So I feel you. I'm on the fence as well, because all I want is this team to win. That's it. All I want to happen is for this team to win. That's it. And we have not been proven to do that in these past 8-9 seasons. under DC outside of, going 10-7 and slipping into the playoffs this year, and then 12-4 when he broke his leg in 2016. So I'm a little nervous. I definitely am. But hey, we got to work with what we got to work with. So I'd rather be on the fence than falling off that motherfucker, if that makes any sense to you. You know what I mean? I'd rather be sitting on the fence a little weary than just Humpty Dumptying off the motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Shout out to my brother Wasted, man. Congratulations to the kingpin of this shit. I want to be in the convoy, in the conversation next year, man. Shout out to my dog Wasted. And you definitely will, my brother. You're already ascending, my brother. We've had this conversation numerous times. I'm proud of you. Keep grinding, my brother. Shout out to my brother Wasted. Isaac, man, I appreciate you on the donation. Salute to you, King. My guy. Everybody wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to become a member of the channel, hit the link up top. Shout out to the 450 plus people already here in the chat. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you. Dynasty's accent absolutely makes sense. Hey, AJ Humpty Dumpty off the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Raider Alex, the figures have not dropped yet, my brother. But I know one thing. The salary is going up this season. It's going to go up again next season. So, I think we'll be all right. But it's sounding like maybe a 2-3 year extension. I'm thinking 3 years on top of the extra year that he has this year already left on his contract. So I'm assuming it's going to be 4 years, with the inclusion of this year. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think that we just add 2 more years to his contract. I think we add 3. And it's looking like 25 to 30 million a year. That's what it's looking like. Papa T says, I think it will be 3 to 5 at 30 million. And I'm not mad about that either. I think the last year should be a team option. You know what I mean? Just in case it ain't working for both parties. You don't want to be stuck in a 5-year deal and DC is unhappy and we're unhappy with the progress. You know what I mean? That 5th year, if anything, needs to be a team option. And it's just in case it's not working, we can get the hell out of that contract and move on. You know what I mean? But I know also, you guys, shout out to DC because he wants to be a Raider. We know this contract, right? There's going to be a no trade clause in this. There's going to be a no trade clause. DC's going to say, you guys want me here? I want to be here. There has to be a no trade clause in this thing because if it's not, I'm not coming back. So I know for sure DC is going to say, I want to be assured that I'm going to be where I want to be. You know what I mean? And you guys can't do nothing about it. So it's going to be a must. It's going to be a must. There's no way in hell DC signs this contract without any type of a guarantee. You know what I mean? A no trade clause. Shout out to my brother Captain Jack, man. Yarr! And Mazel Tov on the award. Looking forward to doing something with you. And when you're ready, anything to do this Sunday, laugh out loud. I'm just watching the game this Sunday, my brother. I'm not doing too much today. What about after the game? We can do something after the game, brother. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. You guys want to see a Captain Jack and Graphk show tonight? Let's do it after the Super Bowl. If you're free, I'm down to do something. Shout out to EXO, Doc's Morning. I want to get your input on this. Think with the new front we see players being traded for more draft picks, and if yeah, who? I don't think so, EXO. I think what this new front office and what this new these new coaches are going to do, if anything, I don't think I don't really see players getting traded too much for draft picks. I think we're going to trade back in the draft, if anything. I think we're going to trade draft for more draft capital. And if we do, there's only a few players I can think of that maybe would be some guys that we would trade for draft capital. Would be Klee, because I think he has one more year after this. The Jonathan Abrams of the world. Maybe Trayvon Mullen if he doesn't fit in this system. It's going to be the guys that's contracts are coming up here soon. We're not going to be able to afford to pay everybody. We're not going to be able to afford to pay Klee and Abram and Josh Jacobs and Max Crosby and Hunter Renfrow. We're not going to be able to pay all these guys. So if we do trade anybody away, it's going to be some guys with their contracts coming up, some young guys with their rookie contracts coming up. That's what I think. But the New England way, they always trade back. They always trade back and pick up more draft capital. So I'm assuming EXO, that's what we do. Shout out to you, family. Also, shout out to 64. Congrats on 13K Graphk. Love the extension at this price. Appreciate you, family. Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much. And I definitely am not mad at all about this extension if it's the $25 to $30 million. Thank you, Coach Raider. I appreciate you, King. Congratulations, Docs, and one love. Continued success, King. Appreciate you, my brother. He's going to Indy, Mike. This is what I'm hearing right now. And I think Scout just came out and said something as well. Richard Smith, he's out of there. He's out of there. He is out of there. Let me see. Shout out to AD, man. I'd make the last year of the 3 years a team option just in case his production falls off and injuries or something that happens to DC. Seems like every year, even though none has kept him out of games. You know, it's funny, AD, though, I'm not going to even say that. I can't agree with you on that, brother. If DC, look, to me, you're not missing games. You're not injured unless you're missing games, right? So DC playing through injuries says a lot about who he is. He does have some fight in him. I wish he had more dog in him vocally with the team. You know what I mean? And had more dog in him, just not crumbling in the pocket when the shit. But I'll say this. The guy plays through injuries for sure. I mean, the guy came back with a broken back. The guy came back with a groin injury. You know what I mean? He went out for a quarter or two or a quarter against the Chargers when Mariota came in. So he hasn't really missed any games. I think the only games he's missed really were in 2016, right? The last game of the season, I believe we lost, and then the Houston Texans playoff game. He really hasn't missed too many games. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say I agree with you in terms of the 3 years of team option, but I also don't agree with you on the injuries because he plays through them. The guy came back with a broken back, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he don't play. You don't play at all. You know what I mean? DC, he said, this is my team. We're going to go down how I go down. So I'm not mad about it. Trey Kukowski as well. I think, Stoffel, the thing is this. I think we might let him go. We save, I think, $7 million against the cap if we just let him walk post-June. So you let him walk, you don't have to give up anything. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't think, and no one's going to pick up Nick Kwiatkowski with that contract. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anybody picking him up with that contract. You cut him post-June, we're good to go. We're good to go. You know what I'm saying? Yep, broken finger too. Wild turkey, this is facts, brother. Facts. Let me ask you guys real quick. Everybody in the comment section, let me know. 3 players, right? You can only get rid of 2 players post-June cuts. Who is it? Is it going to be Littleton, where I believe we save somewhere around $11 million? Nick Kwiatkowski, where you save $7 million, or do you get rid of Nassib for the $8 million? You can only do 2 of them. Who are you getting rid of post-June? Wiped in feet, as Doc says. I fucking like it if you're not getting it. Shout out to my brother Cap, man. 4-year, $117 million is what I'm paying Carr. I'm terrible in math, Aurora. So your little ass needs to let me know, bro. What is that, bro? What is it, bro? Is it 30, 60, 90, 120? Yeah, about a little under 30 a year. A little under 30 a year. I like that. I definitely like that. Cap says Littleton and Kwiatkowski, Nassib can still play if needed. Yeah, Nassib has played in a 3-4 and a 4-3 front. He played in Tampa Bay in the 3-4 defense. He played in the 4-3 with us. I think Nassib is more beneficial to this team than Nick Kwiatkowski and Littleton. I'm letting go of both those guys. My guys that I'm letting go definitely are Littleton and Kwiatkowski. Definitely. You can save a lot of money. Let's be real, you guys. Nick Kwiatkowski is not a starter. You know what I'm saying? He fell off the globe this past season, and he's been more of a just rotational piece and a special teams guy. So if you could save $7 million letting him go, you got to let him go. Farrell is definitely a trade candidate, definitely. But I think he'll thrive in this system. I think that Patrick Graham is going to see what he has with Cleveland. I do. I don't think we're done. I don't think the whole chapter of Cleveland and the Raiders are done yet. I don't think it's done. Fell off big time, my brother. Everybody wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, man, please hit the subscribe button. Carr needs to take 20 to 25 mil. If he really wants to win, he will take 10 mil. Bro, MJR, that bro is just, look, my brother, and I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying, but that's stupidity. Like, no one's going to take $10 million a year being a 3-time Pro Bowler and coming off a season where you led your team to the playoffs. You know what I mean? It makes no sense, bro. And even 20 million is still like, You know what I mean? Like, you got to give him at least 25, bro. DC is worth at least, he's worth more than 25 and 30, to be honest, in today's market. Let's just be honest. You could pay, look, if Dak's getting paid 40, DC needs to be paid 41. So for him to even take a $25 to $30 million deal is saying a lot, because he can go somewhere right now and make top of the line money for sure. People tend to forget about that. He could go somewhere else right now and probably make damn near close to $50 million a year. If Dak's making 40, DC can make more than that. So we got to stop with that. 25 to 30 million is a bargain deal for somebody that's coming back and saying, I want this roster to work around me and I want to be here. So DC is definitely saying, you guys, my commitment is to the Raiders organization, point blank, period, the end. I want to get a better team around me, and I'm taking the pay cut because of it. So we have a bargain on our hands with this extension. I hear you, MJR, but I've said this before, and this is no shade to any God, to anybody that is a man of God. I'm a man of God. But let me tell you something, man. Some of the most dirtiest motherfuckers in the world are inside them churches. So, yeah, you know, while I'm running around out here in my 2019 Camry, I'm seeing pastors run around in 2034 Maybachs. You know what I mean? And shit that ain't even created for the regular public yet. You know what I mean? So we got to chill with that man of God shit. At the end of the day, bro, it's still a business. Get your money, bro. I don't care if you're a man of God. You still playing ball, bro. It's still, I mean, like, we got to stop with that shit, bro. You got to stop. I see Mace become a pastor, make more money in the church than he probably ever made as a rapper, and then quit the church and go back to rapping again. Like, for real, like, you know what I mean? So we got to stop with that narrative, my brother. You know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers be real life pimps out here, bro. Like, for real. For real. We got to stop with that narrative, man. You got to stop with that narrative. And you got to think about this, MJR. Any real man, right? Any real man that has a family and a wife is always thinking about generational wealth. Even my little punk ass, I don't make a lot of money every year. I don't. I make enough to feed my family and do what I love to do. But you always think about generational wealth. It's always about that. And if DC can set the tone for his family forever, he's going to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, get the money, get the bag, and take care of your kids. It's facts. It's facts. Oh, who said that, Frank the Tank? If anybody ever said Carr is the best, they're selling wolf tickets. They out here scalping tickets. Nobody, I don't see anybody that said that DC is the best. I mean, you see it on Twitter every day with weirdos. But if anybody said that DC is the best, they're wilding. Joseph, and I understand that. But understand, Graphk, if you're a true man of God, you understand that if you claim to teach God's word, you will be held to a higher standard by God, G. Definitely agree with you on that, brother. But there's more people that's about the bag in the church. Look, I'm not going to go that route because I don't even want to go political and go on it. All I'm going to say is I've seen some dirty shit that now I praise God at my home week in and week out. You know what I mean? I don't go to church every Sunday. I do it at home because I've seen some disgusting shit inside them churches. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not saying that that's DC at all, my brother. And I definitely agree with you, man. It's just like anything, bro. There's great people in the church, and then there's terrible people that make the church look bad. And that's not fair to the guys that actually live their life for it. You know what I mean? That goes in terms of anything. You know what I'm saying? Big boy Mario, what's up, King? I believe that Carr has all the talent in the world to be a winning QB. He needs a team around him. If he doesn't have the shit other than Waller and Renfro we saw in 2016, what can he do with the good roster? My brother, shout to Vro, and Vro loves DC. I be killing Vro in the Discord, man. Vro love DC, and I'm not mad about that, brother. I'm not mad at all. Shout out to my brother Vro. Jason Williams, Graphk, love watching you. I want to see who's going to be the other safety with Merrick since Abram will be in the box a lot. Tyree Gillespie. I want to see Gillespie, brother. I want to see Gillespie. We already have one on the roster, you know what I'm saying? But we're definitely going to draft one, and we may even get another one in free agency. But I want to see what Gillespie can do, my brother. And shout out to you for the kind words, my brother. The Bible is not against wealth and having wealth. It's about wealth ruling you. We don't get to judge what wealth has done to Carr. Talk that shit. Talk that shit, Pastor. Talk. Talk, my brother. Sharking in here, wilding, bro. People have chosen violence today. Let's go. He says, send him and his brother to Detroit. Holy shit. Marcus, please elaborate, King. Please elaborate, my brother. You talking about sharking? You talking about sharking? Yeah. I assumed that, my brother. I assumed it. Shout out to Isaac, man. Graphk talking about the Raiders, brother, is not only the best, but with y'all is the realest shit ever. Just lost my auntie. She saved my life and she named me Isaac. For someone that just lost my auntie, man, that raised me my whole life, that was more of a mother than an auntie to me. My brother, I feel you, and my heart goes out to you and your family, my brother. I'm going to say an extra prayer for you tonight, King. And everybody in the comment section, if you guys can, man, please put prayer hands up for our brother Isaac, man. Once again, my condolences to you and your family, my brother. Love you, brother. And praying for you and your strength, my guy. For real, for real. Shout out to you, Isaac. Appreciate you, brother. And man, sad, man. Sad. There you go, man. Top beats. There you go, my brother. There you go, man. Too many people losing shit right now, bro. This world is crazy, man. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Everybody putting them in. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is what the nation does. This is what the nation is about. We take care of our own. And you know what I mean? That's what it's about. So shout out to everybody doing that, man. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all, man. Hold on. Shout out to Cap. Let me see. All right. Hold on. My apologies, y'all. I'm trying to get. All right. There we go. All right. Prayers for Isaac. There we go, man. We got you, brother. We got you. Marcus says DC is at the end of the top 10, 8 to 13-ish if you're not biased. I think if anything, DC's a 10 to 12. 10 to 12, right? And sometimes he's in the top 10. Sometimes he's in the top 10. Like he could be 7, 8. You know what I mean? If he looks how he looks at the beginning of the season like he did last year, top 7 quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But I think anywhere from 10 to 12. You know, that's realistic, man. And to be honest with you, that's a great thing, man. That's nothing against DC. That's a great place to be. 10 to 12? Like that's a definite great place to be in the NFL. You can win Super Bowls with a 10 to 12 quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I've seen teams win fucking Super Bowls with Trent Dilfer and shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, the Flaccos of the world, and they weren't even 10 to 12. You know what I mean? So I think it fluctuates. It can fluctuate anywhere from top of the top, where he's on the top of his game, 7, the end, the bad, 12. Top 12 with upside, Brandon. There you go. The Raiders need stability more than anything. Extending Carr is the next step in that process. Graphk, Tony Ruffin, I agree with you, brother. I agree. As hard, as critical as I am of DC, I totally agree. Let me ask you guys this, though. All right? Let me ask y'all this. And shout out to everybody. We've still got 500 plus in the comment section. I appreciate you guys for being here. Let me ask you guys this. If Gruden, if his regime was still here, right? What do you think happens with Carr right now? What do you think happens with Carr? And I don't want to do the woulda, coulda, shoulda shit, but I just want to see you guys' honest opinion. What happens if Gruden is still the coach of this team? Because I honestly believe with Gruden that coach last year, we missed the playoffs. I don't think we make the playoffs with Gruden as the head coach last season. I don't. I think Richie B came in, and I just think the players fought for each other more than anything. Everybody said fat extension. 10-year deal for Carr. I think he'd be gone. I think that Gruden would finally feel some pressure after year 4, year 5 of his contract and say, "Oh shit, it's time to move on. Let me try to go get somebody else." I think that he would have let him go. I think DC wouldn't be a quarterback. It'd be our quarterback. I don't. I think Carr would have felt, or I think Gruden would have felt the pressure. That's what I feel. My brother wasted.
What is the deal, my brother? What is the deal?
Oh, my bad, brother. I thought you was in the car. I was like, oh shit.
You know I'm home. I was getting my girl some cheerleading practice and stuff.
There you go, my brother, man. Appreciate you for pulling in. Well, what do you? Did you do a live yet on this, or did you do any videos on this yet?
No, because I was out. I was going to wait till you got done, and I was going to try to do something and everything on it because I just found out when I was actually out, and I don't think it was the kind of thing that I really wanted to touch on. Just putting a video out, like this is something that we kind of got to unpack. It's many layers to this shit, man.
So I don't want you to let out everything before you do your own live, but I want to pick your brain a little bit. How do you, without giving up everything, you know what I mean?
Docs, it's cool, man. It's cool because some people.
Yeah, how do you feel about this, brother? How do you feel about this whole situation with the 25 to 30 mil and Ian Rappaport breaking the news that they're sold on our QB, and it looks like this is going to be the guy for the next 3 to 4 years? How do you unpack this whole situation?
Yo, I unpack it like this, man. All my questions have been answered. You know what I mean? Like when you and I talk about Derek, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not about him. It's about the scenario that he's here. It's not about just like, okay, we got Derek Carr here. It's like, are we paying him $45 million a year or are we paying him 30?
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Do we have room to improve the team around him? Because it's clear that, he's one of the probably he's a top 12 quarterback. I think he's a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, all right, you know what I mean? Top 10 quarterbacks can get you to the Super Bowl and win it. Definitely. Top 3 can get you to the Super Bowl with very minimal help. Yeah. Top 5 guys can get you there, but everything has to go right. But to be honest with you, man, I'm happy because apparently they bought into him. He's bought into the system, and they're getting him on the cheap. And that's all I asked for. You and I both said that. I just don't want to pay him 40. Yeah. There's no other alternative. And I think as a fan base, what we got to do is we have to fucking realize something. There are a lot of uninspiring alternatives to having Derek Carr starting for us. Yeah. Not having Derek Carr here unless you bring in an all-time great, because that's what you got to fucking improve him with. You can't go out and go get Carson Wentz and bring him in here and sell that to us as a fan base. Yeah, yeah. You can't bring Baker Mayfield in here. I mean, hell, you couldn't even – it would be hard for them to bring a young and up-and-coming guy in here and sell that to the fan base, to be quite honest with you. Yeah. So the way I look at it is that now that we know the all-time greats are off the table, because that is what you and I always talk about. If it's Aaron Rodgers, do you do it? Fuck yeah. If it's Russell Wilson, most likely. Yeah. But, anybody else, then, okay, so Carr, now the price got to be right. Now, if you want to win –
wasted. This is something that I don't think people realize. If DC takes 25, right, we damn near get him at half the price of Dak Prescott. Damn near half the price.
Yes. Of Dak Prescott is making $43 million to be just as like, to me, Dak Prescott is not better than Derek Carr. I don't give a fuck.
Not at all.
What nobody say. No, he is not better than Derek Carr, bro. And see, this is what we got to avoid. We got to avoid the Sam Bradford kind of a juxtaposition.
Oh, my God.
Remember all them years Sam Bradford was getting all that money and being mediocre? Yep. That's not what we have in Derek. So what I think people don't realize is familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. We've been so used to Derek that we don't realize how good we do have it as a fan base. Like, he's not the problem going into the week. It was so many years where we had that. But what I will say about that is that even though he's not the problem, it doesn't mean he's not part of the problem.
There you go. And not even, and if you can still say, and this is a problem that people don't realize, is even if you say he may not be the problem, but he may not be the solution. Like what's wrong with saying that? Like, because I just seen somebody, shout out to Randy Savage. He's always here and he's always talking about, he thinks I have hatred for Carr. I've been saying the same thing week in and week out, year in and year out, you guys. There's no hatred for Carr. I just want to win. It's just, I've never seen anybody go so to bat for somebody that hasn't won a meaningful game. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason we struggle sometimes with the whole DC situation. We want to see DC succeed. We're rooting for him week in and week out. You know what I mean? Like, I promise you this. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with staying neutral and say, give him his flowers when he deserves them, take them shits away when he don't? You know what I mean? Like you guys would rather follow somebody that would dick eat DC week in and week out, or somebody that just literally hates Derek Carr, has nothing good to say about him, than rock with two people that actually will give him his flowers and then take him away when he doesn't deserve them. This is weird shit to me, man.
Bro, you know what? I think because I live in the Northeast, I have to have that kind of balance kind of thing, because the New York media used to vilify Eli Manning, and this guy won 2 Super Bowls.
Yep.
And our fucking fan base is okay with us getting our head kicked in and being 6-10 every year just because they like the guy.
Yeah.
And that is not what I'm about. Yo, anything I do that I participate in, I want it to be at a high level. And the Raiders are something that, as far as my leisure time, it is the thing that I get the most enjoyment out of, besides my family and the things that really matter. Like, on a visceral surface level, man, the Raiders are the thing I get the most enjoyment out of watching. So I invest a lot in this. I fly around the country to see this team. I buy gear. I got shit all in my house, fucking signed memorabilia, all this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I want the return on my investment over all these years. I want the ROI on it, the return on investment.
Bro. Exactly, bro.
I want Derek Carr to win. So until he does, I'm not canonizing him like that.
Hey, Randy Savage, you said people would rather be fake, though. Shaking my head. What is fake about being honest? See, I can tell that you're probably one of them people that never had a best friend in life, like a real best friend. You probably had a bunch of partners and shit that you hung out with. You never had a real best friend, somebody that'll really tell you when you fucking up, somebody to really be on your ass. I have 3 or 4 of them, thank God. Guys that I've known since 4 years old, that if I fuck up, they're on my ass, not just yes men. Hey, bro, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. No, you're not going to be all right, Graphk. You fucking up. You need to change shit. I can tell you you never had that. You probably just got people around you that just feed you shit. You know what I'm saying? You need some real people around you, bro. Because if I'm being fake for calling DC on his bullshit, and also being fake for giving his flowers when he deserves them. You a weirdo, bro. So why are you here? Get the fuck up out of here. Shout out to TJI. As a nation, we can stall David Carr out all the hate. Yeah, of course he's biased. We all are. How would y'all act if your little bro was on the team? I wouldn't talk about him. That's me personally. I wouldn't talk about him. I would have something in my contract that says I can't talk about my brother.
How about being a professional?
Yeah.
How about that? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like this guy's doing a podcast, bro. This guy is on NFL Network, and he's probably one of the 3 most visible people on there because of his brother. So you got to have some kind of fucking credibility when you speak, bro. It's the same thing that happened with Chris Cuomo and the governor of New York. It gets to a point where it's like, yo, you got to separate yourself from that, because that is your brother.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, bro. I'm wilding on one of my subscribers. He just called me fake. So am I not supposed to defend myself? You know what? I'm going to get both of y'all out of here real quick. That's what we're going to do. I'm just going to lose 2 subscribers today. Randy Savage, take that weirdo shit somewhere else. And fuck Jew, you already sound like a troll anyway. I'm going to get you the fuck out of here too. It's Super Bowl Sunday, y'all.
Dogs, you crazy, bro.
Super Bowl Sunday, y'all. Look, hey, I came a far away from telling everybody to SMD, bro. I could go back to that. I'm gonna keep it 100, keep it respectful, and get them the fuck out of here. Let me go. Boop. Bye-bye. There we go.
Yeah, I don't understand why things got to be one fucking way. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that, bro. Like, 2 things can be true. See, my thing is that this is the prism that we can't operate under either. Because I see a lot of people that are saying, yo, we got to get him out of here. Derek sucks. He's mediocre. The things that Derek has to do to improve to be an elite quarterback, maybe this coaching staff can help him with.
Yeah. Hey, this is what's so sad, though, Wasted. We're actually here doing a positive video about Derek Carr, and we're still getting killed for being Carr haters. You can't win. You can't win, bro. We're actually doing a pop. I've been sitting here before you were here, and I know you've been watching a positive video about DC. It's still be called a hater. It's funny as shit, bro. It's funny as shit. But so In terms of the contract, if you're the GM, how are you mapping this out?
Well, I'm mapping it out like this. We already located the quarterback, so now we know we can sell him. You know what I mean? I know we could sell free agents. We like, yo, Derek is here. How do you feel about playing with Derek, right?
Yeah.
And also, I'm mapping it out where, listen, I know the one thing I got to do is I have to make sure that Derek is protected, because everybody knows that Derek Carr goes from being a very good top-level, top-shelf quarterback when he's protected to being a shell of himself when he's not. So that's the first thing I'm addressing is the line. And then the second thing I'm addressing is I'm removing all obstacles out of Derek Carr's way. Like they say in management, you're there to remove obstacles out of your workforce's way when you're a manager, right?
Yeah.
So what you got to do is, what's the obstacle to Derek? We know he doesn't have that number one, that X. Got to get him that X. Got to get him some protection. We got 2 running backs. Let's see what the state of that is. And then we go forward from there. But I think that's what you need to address first. That's why in my mock drafts, I always pick a wide receiver.
Yep.
Because that is the most cost-effective way for you to remove one of those obstacles out of Derek's way.
Yeah. The thing that's I'm happy about is with us giving him. Well, it hasn't happened yet, but this extension coming up, it lets me know we are going to get a wide receiver one. With you putting that kind of faith in him and bringing him back for another 3 or 4 years, you're saying, okay, DC, now we're going to do something that everybody's been saying that he hasn't been done yet. We're going to get you a true number one. I really, truly believe, I'm not going to say the Davante Adams of the world, because I don't know if you've seen, right now Green Bay's talking about making Aaron Rodgers the richest quarterback in the league.
Yeah, bro. I knew this shit was going. Who the fuck is going to let Aaron Rodgers walk out the door?
Yeah.
Like, come on. He's still got 5 more years left to play, and the salary cap is monopoly money. If they want somebody there and they want to be there, they can make it happen. So I never bought into any of that shit.
Yeah. Nah, for real, bro. Everybody, real quick, man, we're 572 deep. Everybody make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, subscribe to our brother Wasted Talent, man. Our brother is on his way up. He is ascending right now. I think you're almost at 2K. Are you there?
Nah, I passed 2K 2 days ago.
Talk that shit. Bruh, that was the nicest knockout ever. Oh, no, y'all just passed that up 2 days ago. So, hey, let's get our brother up to 3K, man. I love that shit, bro. Ooh, that shit was so smooth, bro. Let's go. But yeah, hit that like, man. Subscribe to both channels, man. I appreciate all you guys for being here. We're about to be 600 in the chat. For those who are just pulling up right now, understand Ian Rappaport has dropped a haymaker on Twitter, basically saying that right now the extension is in talks, that Derek Carr is our guy moving forward, and it sounds as if it's going to be maybe a shorter term contract on top of this year. So I'm assuming maybe a 3-year, 4-year deal. I like it. I like the idea of 25 to 30 million. We were talking about maybe 35 at the most. So to hear that 5 million, maybe more knocked down, that's a blessing.
What I need, though? What I need to see is there has to be a way. There's got to be a way for them to get from up under that shit. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing. I don't want them to be in salary cap hell if they decide that this isn't working out for everybody and everybody can't mutually move along, because we don't know what's going to happen, right?
Well, I think there's going to be a deal with this, right? The team is going to say, okay, well, we want a team option. And then DC is going to say, okay, well, I want my no trade clause. So they're going to meet each other in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Give me my no trade clause. The last year of my contract, we'll do you guys can have a team, team option, and it works out for all parties. But the good thing is, if it's 25 to 30 million, my brother, the salary keeps going up. So we're not going to be in salary cap hell regardless with our quarterback. That's the great thing. That's the great thing.
We getting them almost $10 million cheaper than we probably should get him.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, man, the fucking guy is, listen, man, people can say what they want. Listen, but like I said, man, familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. We say we want to get rid of this guy. He's mediocre and all this other shit when he's thrown for 5,000 yards. And there's certain parts of his game that are mediocre. I'm not going to sit up here and dick eat Derek Carr like that.
You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
But what I know is that, would you prefer to have Carson Wentz in this motherfucker? Would you prefer to have Baker Mayfield over here?
Fuck no.
Would you prefer to have Tua Tagovailoa or fucking whoever? Like, come on.
Nah,
we don't want these guys here, bro, because that's what's coming back if we don't get Aaron Rodgers, which I know we ain't getting, and we don't get Russell Wilson, which I know we ain't getting. Then what? We ain't getting Joe Burrow. We ain't getting Josh Allen.
Yeah.
We ain't getting none of these motherfuckers. We definitely, and listen, not for nothing, bro. with Deshaun Watson, yeah, I would love to have Deshaun Watson. I ain't gonna lie. But if Deshaun Watson is guilty of any of the shit that they accuse him of, I got daughters, bro. I got a wife. I got a mother. I got sisters.
Yep.
Fuck that. I don't want that in my organization. If he's some creepy motherfucker that's doing all that bullshit, I don't want him in our organization.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel you. The only reason I was always so skeptical because one of my homegirls used to fuck with him, and she said he was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? So
I've heard the same, bro.
Yeah. So I'm going off of just somebody that's actually knew him and really rock with him like that. But you know, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you never know. People are different when behind the scenes. You just don't really know what the hell going on.
Yeah.
Let me see. Shout out to Halo, man. Shout out to my brother Dirty as well. Halo says, "Ain't no talent wasted here on this channel. Love the content, gentlemen. Keep up the great work and stay blessed. P.S. Wipe them feet and pay the tab. On God. Let me see. Raider 187 said Honcho starting a new East Coast West Coast war." Oh shit, man. Let me see, man. 100% on Watson. Rick D, that's facts, bro. Look, we both have daughters, we both have wives. You know, I grew up in a household with nothing but women. Yeah. So if that is true, I would never want to see him play another down in the NFL. But what did you see about the news today about Tampa Bay probably trying to go all in on him if he gets cleared?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, bro.
Yeah, that'll be disgusting for but the good thing about us is we're getting a great guy that's a great player out of the AFC and into the NFC. See, so I heard somebody on the podcast say today, I don't care if Aaron Rodgers come to AFC West. We gotta build. I'm like, motherfucker, do you know how hard it is to win a division when you have an all-time great quarterback in your division, bro? And then if we get Rodgers over here, we'd have 2 and a possible 3, because Herbert, I'm not as high on Herbert as everyone else is. I like Justin Herbert, but you can't just make that ascension to him being an all-time great, him being in the league for fucking 2 years, right? So you imagine that, bro. Look at all of the years Tom Brady was in the AFC East.
Yeah.
I think the Jets won the division one time, and I think that year when he got hurt with Matt Castle, they lost the tiebreaker. Everybody was 10-6, and I think that the Dolphins won that division. Think about all of the years Peyton Manning was in the AFC set South.
Yeah.
Nobody ever won that division. Think all of the years in the NFC West when Montana was there and when Young was there. For like fucking 15, 16 years, nobody won that division.
I mean, look right now, the AFC West, the way it's been shaping up these past 3-4 years, it's been the Chiefs division. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been Mahomes. So, yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I definitely feel you. But Herbert's cool. I think he's like DC, a top 12 quarterback, top 10, but I have this feeling about Herbert, bro. I don't know what it is, because I know a lot of people that love the Oregon Ducks, and a lot of them are not really that heavy on him. And they're saying at some point he's going to come back down to ground, to ground level, and he's going to show who he really is. I don't know, but he's shown some talent. He looks like one of the next guys, but
I wanted to draft him. I think that people don't know what they're looking at when they see him. The only thing that I worry about with a lot of these guys is he going to get hurt?
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's it's not about all the time whether you have the ability to be one of the all-time greats, is whether you have the good fortune to do it and not get hurt. With Justin Herbert, he's big, he's strong, he throws the ball hard, and he's a brilliant kid, and he looks like he has pocket presence, moxie,
definitely.
And I know he's smart because he's a fucking bio major.
Yeah.
So he's a brilliant kid mentally. Like, I don't see any reason why he would not, if he has the proper coaching and pieces around him, why he would not be great.
I hear you, bro. Shout out to AD. He says, speaking of wasted talent, where did wasted talent come from?
I don't know. I always felt like I was that because I've always been pretty good at a lot of different things. You know what I mean?
He bullshitted too long to start his Raider podcast, man. That's where wasted talent came from, bro. He was wasting his talent until he started this shit. There we go. Shout out to KC. Props. Love the show. Carr got a real X's and O's coach now. Per TDL, in this offense, there will always be a completion somewhere for gains. I love that, Casey. That's a great comment, my brother. Shout out to you, and thank you on the donation. Fire comment. Also, shout out to Marcus. Doc/Wasted. Something no one is talking about is by Carr signing an extension, it actually frees up cap space. Giving him a bonus up front helps us. It definitely does. It definitely does. And somebody, I forgot who was saying it. I think somebody said frees up $20 million. I don't know where that
Yeah, they don't know. They don't really know, man. Everybody is throwing out these random numbers. They don't know. You know what I mean? But what they do know is that you're not going to get, say for instance, they want to go get Davante Adams. Let's just say for the sake of argument, right?
Yeah.
Davante Adams is not coming here unless Derek Carr is signed on the dotted line.
Yeah.
So now you've accomplished that. You know how much is allocated to Derek. The other guys, you can keep pushing that off. You can franchise them guys, Crosby, them guys. You can keep franchising them. And and so now, like I was talking about the other day when we were on, our Super Bowl window is open now because we got a guy making close to mediocre money.
Yep.
So now you can pay everybody. You can franchise, you can maneuver, you can play games. So it's excellent, man.
Cardo says 22 million by the numbers.
From your lips to God's ears, Ricardo. We hope so. We don't know.
But Cardo, if that's facts, bro, do you understand how much that helps us this upcoming season? Like, we can do so much in so little time with that kind of bread. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Cardo, if that's the true figure, bro. Oh my God, dog. Like, sky's the limit for this team. Let me see. Let's get some questions in real quick. Always a completion in the Earhart Perkins offense. Let me see. Sharkin still going in. He's fuck Carr. He's a bum. Sharkin going in the comment section. I love it, man. I love people that chose violence this morning. I love that shit, bro. That shit makes me. That's gonna make the rest of my day be just wonderful. Chris says the Raiders could definitely save at least 18 million with signing Carr. So even if it's 18 to 20, somewhere around there, right? Even if it's 15 million, bro, like that's just a lot of money to free up. Bro, I'm done with the whole Von Miller idea. I know Von Miller is very close with DC. He respects Derek Carr. He always spoke highly of Derek Carr, even when he was in Denver. I know the Rams are not going to be able to pay Von Miller and Odell Beckham. I know Odell Beckham said he wants to go back to the Rams. And from the sound of things, the Rams want him back as well, even though I don't see how that happens, because how do you pay Robert Woods, Kupp, and OBJ? I don't see how you do that.
You don't pay Robert Woods, you get him out of there because he came off of an injury, and Odell Beckham Jr. is better than he is.
Hey, well, you know what? You want to get rid of Robert Woods? I'll make a video right now starting that rumor. What's up?
Yeah, fuck it. Come home. Robert Woods.
Come home, brother.
Come home, baby.
Come home, brother.
We'll take you.
I would love to have Robert Woods. He would instantly go to the top of that list in terms of bringing one of those guys over. I know for sure he'd be over to Michael Gallups of the world and those guys. I'm bringing Robert Woods in.
He ain't better than Allen Robinson, though.
No. I'm saying, but Allen Robinson is my number one guy, but he's coming up to the top of that list. You know what I'm saying? Because look, you guys, even if Davante does, bro, we're still gonna have to give up 2 firsts for Davante Adams, bro. Like Green Bay's not gonna say.
Is that the price for the franchise tag though?
Bro, there's gonna be somebody like
isn't it like 1 or 2? Like, what do you got to give up for if you sign a franchisee? It's not 2, Docs. I don't think so, right?
Somebody's gonna give. You know what? Let me check that real quick.
If you make a trade for the franchise tag, because it's a structure of what you have to give up for that.
Trade for franchise tag player. All right, let me see. No, they cannot be traded. In order for the players to be traded, they would have to be on a contract and be put on the active roster list. Since a franchise player is technically a free agent that is bound. That didn't say shit. Bro, I think.
So it's just a regular straight up trade? Because I always thought it was like if you do all right, if you want our franchise player.
It's 2 1s.
It's 2 1s. Yeah. Motherfucker, man. No way.
Yeah,
not for one guy.
Bro, there's no way in hell, bro, you can bring in Davante Adams giving up 2 firsts. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're gonna do it, that's the kind of player you want to do it for. And Green Bay historically doesn't do the franchise tag. They haven't done it, I think, since like 2011.
Ryan Pickett.
Yeah, Ryan Pickett, somewhere around there. So, like, they don't historically do that. But A-Rod is not going back to Green Bay unless Davante Adams is a part of that.
That is a fucking fact, bro. And not for nothing, man. Like, say, for instance, we were in the situation that the Rams were in with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Where that was the final piece to make a run. Mm-hmm. Then you do that.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. And I think people they have this kind of playoff dysmorphia in their mind where they view our playoff run this year more favorably, and they think our team is better than that it actually is. And I don't mean to be a killjoy because I'm always the positive Raider content creator. You know what I mean? I want us to make the end. But let's be for real here. This team is not as talented as we think.
No. Well, play devil's advocate. Once we see this draft and this free agency period, then we can kind of test that theory out a little bit more. But I agree with you. This year, you win a playoff game. I feel like it's a success story, right? You overcame that obstacle. You got to the playoffs. You won one. Just one. I don't care if it's just one playoff game and you just fight the next round. I'm good with that. Do you think we can? Do you think that's a success if you win one playoff game?
1,000%. We talk about a team that hadn't really made a meaningful playoff or won a playoff game in 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like that is growth. Like what we all want to see. We got to look at football like money. We're looking for growth. We're looking for growth. Pause. But we're looking for growth. Yeah, we are looking for growth. Every season, we want to improve on the next.
Yeah. Fact.
That's how winning is done. Winning is done. You don't just go from being in the basement of the National Football League to winning a Super Bowl the next year. It does not work that way. Yeah. It is about things building.
Fresh Prince, this is the thing that I love with your comment, brother, but this is the thing. You're also realizing we almost beat Cincinnati, right? But we're also going into the year now with a whole new scheme, a whole new coaching staff, a whole new front office. We're not going in with the same exact team that we're going in with. So there's going to be some growing pains. You have to allow this team to have some growing pains when you got a bunch of new guys coming in. I'm going to be honest, we were lucky to be where we were. And I'm sorry, a lot of people don't want to hear that. We were very lucky to be where we were. And I know people keep saying, oh, we were a whistle away from beating Cincinnati. No, we weren't.
We whistled away from getting our heads kicked in by Kansas City.
Yes, exactly. So we weren't ready this year. We were not that team that everybody thinks we are. Yes, we played Cincinnati pretty close. You got to also remember we're playing a second-year quarterback, you know what I mean, that has one of the worst O-lines in the league, and we were still there. We were fighting. Yes, we were fighting, but most of those guys never even been in a playoff game. And you see what happened. Once they got past us, they started flowing a little bit more, Now they're in the Super Bowl. So we were not close this year. We were not close at all, but it's still a great sign to know that we made it to the playoffs, the 5th seed, you know what I mean? And we were doing something. We showed up, you know what I mean? That's all you can ask of from this team with all the shit that we went through this past season. You know what I'm saying? If we were legit and going to beat the Bengals, we would have scored those three times in the red zone. There you go. There you go. You cannot almost beat the Bengals if you can't score in the red zone. Like you know what I mean? Like, and then let's be honest, almost doesn't count in every theory and every step of the world. Like
woulda, coulda, shoulda. Police in here, man.
Almost doesn't count anywhere, bro. So you know.
Hey, Doc, can I ask you a quick question though?
Yo,
a lot of people are leaving out the room for improvement caveat to this. Nobody's talking about like having a coach that's in this century with the way they call games and stuff like that.
Yeah,
making them improve, because this is what I look at, right? I looked at Derek Carr, and before the Gruden era, he had never thrown for 4,000 passing yards in a season.
Yeah,
and then it just kept growing and growing until he threw for 5,000 yards. Now I know these are just bullshit numbers that Docs and I, not to speak for Docs, we don't give a shit about that.
No, not at all.
But the thing is that there's one metric that I think he can improve on that'll help the team, and it'll probably win us 2 more games every season, is if somebody figures a way to help him with his pocket presence and help him stop fumbling.
Yes.
Like, you know, that is more the shit when we nitpick Derek, Docs and I. It's not, you guys look at he threw for 5,000 yards. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. We're looking at, yo, motherfucker, you lead the organization in fumbles in the history of the Raiders, and you're not even a running back. Yeah. You're the quarterback. That's not good.
Yeah.
So if he can improve on that, we'll be better.
The thing is this, though. I don't – maybe we can put a better O-line around him and maybe limit that, but this has been his knock since college. You know, this is the thing that I was so upset about DC. If you go back and watch it, read his scouting report, everything that they said he did bad, he still does it. And that's the knock that I always had on Derek Carr. You know, you go back and read all the problems he had at Fresno State. They still are in his repertoire. It's still happening to this day. So, like I always said, if you know Gruden tried and he failed in terms of the fumbles and the turnover, if anybody can do it, it's going to be this regime. And if it doesn't get done, that's just who Derek Carr is. You know, I know a lot of people laugh about the small hands and blah, blah, blah. That does matter in football, you guys. I'm telling you, like it makes a major difference, bro. It's like me and my son going outside and we throw the Nerf ball around, and then I come out there with the regular football, and he's like, I don't want to play with that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to play, and I know why, because it's very difficult for him to wrap his hand around and throw the ball. You know what I mean? Like it makes a major difference. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, I think if anybody can disguise his limitations or, you know, limit them, it's going to be Josh McDaniels, someone that's worked with the greatest quarterback of all time for many years. You know what I'm saying? So, but you guys, if you want to test my theory, go back and read his scouting report, and then you can come back, and if you feel different, cool. But every knock that he had coming out of Fresno State, it still lives within him right now, and that's the problem. Q, exactly. A lot of people are on Kenny Pickett because of his hands, but the problem with him is he's what's that called? They didn't test his hands because he has what's that called? Where his hands are kind of like what's the fucking word?
Oh my God. It's not skull. It's
double jointed.
Oh, he's double jointed.
Yeah, double jointed. So his hands, so his fingers, like when they try to test the measure, when they try to measure his hands, they can't really get a proper, you know what I'm saying, number on it because his hands are kind of like, I don't know. But
they said he has sub 8.5 inch hands. So when you have sub 8.5 inch hands, that means you're not a starting quarterback. The only person who's ever been a starting quarterback in the National Football League with sub 8 inch hands is Michael Vick, for obvious reasons, because Michael Vick is, you know, Michael Vick. I mean, so there are a lot of things that you would think that, you know what I mean, other quarterbacks can't get away with the Michael Vick, for God's sakes, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's Vick. I mean, that dude, I mean, you picked him on bad and it was Chico.
Yeah, so, man.
Cool Story says, in my opinion, he improved his pocket presence than Parker. What do you mean, Cool Story? You mean it got better and then Parker came in and then it got worse? I think that's what you're trying to say? I mean, at the end of the day, Parker's a terrible football player, so I don't really, you know what I mean?
Just in, he's still in South Carolina working at fucking Piggly Wiggly's right now. Yeah. So, you know, he shouldn't be in the National Football League.
With the mustard on the shirt. Shout out to Wasted. Raider Ross says, those are facts, Docs. I'm from Fresno, and I've seen it firsthand. There you go. Bingo, my brother. Bingo. Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie also. Damn, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I don't think Doug Flutie had sub 8.5 inch hands. I think Doug Flutie had bigger hands than you think. He's a small guy, but he had bigger hands. Flutie flinging that ball around.
What year in the DC era, you guys, did we have the best O-line? Let me ask you guys this.
The playoff year.
2016, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go to this rock. I'm gonna go to DC real quick. All right. Derek Carr.
Pancake it. You had Hudson. We had Gabe. You know what I mean? We had my man from the Jets. What the fuck was his name? Number 77, the big boy, right tackle.
Oh, that was my guy.
That was my guy too, from the Jets, man. Oh my God, what the hell is that boy name? I can't even remember, man. I'm getting old.
Talking about
Howard. Austin Howard.
Oh yeah, Austin Howard. Yeah. It was
Austin Howard. And then we had Gabe, and then who do we have at the other guard back there? Oh, Kelechi.
Kelechi.
We had KO. Oh my God.
That's my guy, bro.
Yeah, KO was my guy, bro.
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to see something real quick. So that year, you guys, he had only 2016. That was the best year. He had the best O-line he's ever had. Pro Bowl year. He threw for 3,937 yards, pretty much 4,000. He only had 6 INTs, which was the best of his career. I'm trying to find how many. It doesn't say how many fumbles he had. Trying to figure out how many fumbles he had. Damn, it's not saying anything. All right,
we gotta.
I'm trying to find that. I can't see where it is. 16, Carl. You said 16.
2016.
Yeah, 2016. Donald Penn. Said Donald Penn. God damn, that's my guy. Let me see. We also had Crabtree.
That make everybody stop being loud in my house.
No, you good, no, bro.
My mother came through.
I'm used to it, brother. Don't even trip. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, but I know that year, you know, he only has 6 INTs. But I know he still had his share of
fumbles. So, I'm going to pull up Derek Carr career stats and scroll over on Pro Football Focus, and hopefully we can find it.
Yeah, that may have been the least fumbles he's ever had. Problem said he was only sacked about 15 times. But you got to remember, too, a lot of times when DC fumbles a ball, he's not even sacked. Bro,
that year he fumbled the ball out of bounds in Dallas. That was the year that he did that, right?
No, that was the following year.
Cool story, bro. 5 fumbles in 2016.
5 fumbles.
So that's bad. It's bad to me.
So he had 11 turnovers that year. But don't mind you guys, I don't know. There may have been a few that wasn't his fault. You never know. His blind side could have just let him go and he could have got smacked. We don't know. I got to go back and look at that. But 5 and 16. That's actually compared to what he usually does. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? It's actually cool, but that's still bad. You don't want your quarterback fumbling the ball 5 times. Let me see. Murray was deep. 4 fumbles this year were blindside sacks.
Bro, that's pocket presence, bro. How many blindside sacks have you seen Tom Brady take in his career?
Man.
Think about that.
That's a good question.
How many have you really seen? I've never seen Brady really get blown up. Even back in the day before they changed the rules, I've never seen Brady just get totally smacked.
Yeah.
Because he got the presence of mind because he know what the rush is coming.
I want to see. Let me ask y'all right now, man. Do you guys think Josh McDaniels goes in the first thing he does outside of extending our quarterback? Do you think he literally builds the trenches? That's the first thing he does?
He has to. That's how you build any team. And if he comes from up under Bill Belichick and Bill Parcells, that's what I've been saying when we do these mock drafts. You notice I'm always like, yo, we got to double dip at defensive tackle.
Pause.
Yeah, yeah. That was terrible. Terrible. That was Charles Barkley terrible.
Pause.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit. Now I hear you, though, bro. I knew what you were trying to say. Look at Sarah. She said big pause. Oh shit. Cardo said 5 fumbles and 3 were lost. So there we go on that. And that was with the greatest O-line he's ever had. You know what I'm saying? That was with the greatest O-line that he's ever had around him. But Q said that wasted. That's 2 times this week. What's going on?
Yeah, I know, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Oh no,
Papa T. Hey, that's facts. Papa T said Brady's tuck rule sack was blindside.
Yeah, that's back in the day, though.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited about this, you guys. As much you guys think that me and Wasted hate DC, for him to come out and if this is the true figure, if it's 25 to 30 million. I'm excited about our future because we have a quarterback locked up, and now we know we can work around that. Like, this is going to be because Josh McDaniels, and we've talked about this before, Wasted, he's going to DC and saying, listen, Derek Carr, I want you here, but understand the greatest quarterback ever did this year in and year out. He took a great pay cut every year in order to keep this team going. And trust me, you're going to get your money in other ways. You know what I'm saying? If you win, that's what advertisements call. You're going to get your money from fucking wherever, all over the place. When you win, they start calling. And you're going to get it regardless. Take that pay cut and let's figure this shit out. Could you imagine in 3 years, DC still getting paid $25 million while all these other guys are probably getting 70? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a steal. That is a steal, brother.
Can you imagine us going to the Super Bowl the year that the Super Bowl will be in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yo, he will be an immortal because you got to look at if we're going to talk about just earning, right, and marketing and things like that, right? If you talk about marketing, we are in a city that has never had a sports culture ever. So, like, all right, you got the Golden Knights. They went to the Stanley Cup Finals. They didn't win. First year they went. Yeah. You got the Aces. I think they went to the. I don't follow the WNBA. Yep. I could be wrong, but I think they went and they lost. Right.
Yep.
Can you imagine you come here and you win in this city, and you're the starting quarterback? He'll be Joe Namath there.
Yeah. No, you take, bro. You're Frank Sinatra in Las Vegas, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are that guy. You brought a Super Bowl because let's be honest. We love respect to the WNBA. Respect to hockey. Let's be honest, bro. This is America. football is the biggest. I know baseball is the pastime and blah, blah, blah.
That's pastime.
But football is the biggest thing going. There's a reason why the Super Bowl halftime is so huge. The commercials are so big. This doesn't happen in the NBA. It doesn't happen in baseball. This is the biggest sport in the world. If DC can win a championship in Las Vegas, that takes him from just Raider legend to just legend.
Yep.
Legend.
Bro, let me tell you something. If I can expand on that, right? You got to realize something. Baseball being America's pastime is actually pastime.
Yeah.
Football is America's pastime. To the point where they actually in Congress proposed a measure to make the day after the Super Bowl a national holiday.
Crazy.
Come on, man. That's the #1 year that
wasted with the knowledge, man. Wasted with the knowledge again. See, this is what I be talking about, all that intelligence shit, man. You know what I mean? Wasted come through with brain cells and just splatters them all over. Like, take this knowledge. Super Bowl was supposed to be a fucking holiday, y'all. That's crazy. I never heard that before. That's fire.
Yeah, they were trying to bring it, got shot down, but they were trying to bring that measure to Congress.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's fire. Look, Raider John said they should. Shit.
That'd be excellent. That'd
be crazy. What you got coming up, my brother?
You know what, man? I think we kind of unpacked everything. If you off, I think I might go on for like a half hour, 45 minutes, man. And I'm gonna try to tap in with the family and watch the game a little bit. I really don't want to watch the game because fuck the Rams, and actually fuck the Bengals too.
Facts.
And I'm a bitter asshole. You know what I mean? I just feel like if Gruden would have played his cards right, this is the year that would have lined up for us to make it if we would have drafted properly, you know. And I know I'm thinking way too many what ifs and stuff like that, but it pisses me off.
We're Raider fans, bro. We live by the what ifs, the Tuck rule, you know what I mean, the Bill Callahan year when he came in, and you know what I'm saying, the what ifs. We're gonna live with that forever until we get another ring. It's just simple and plain. But yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Real quick, shout out to White Tyson, man. Brady first 6 years had over 60 fumbles. Then he became the check down king and stopped fumbling. So guess what Josh McDaniels is gonna do, right? Because this would bruh. So just imagine what Josh McDaniels is gonna do at DC. I love it.
Bro, that means that's the archetype for what we can expect. If we can expect, listen, bro, shoot for the moon and fall somewhere in the stars. Yep. So if we shooting at, we expect to get Brady kind of production, and he falls somewhere in the middle, then that means that we're gonna get Peyton Manning production out of motherfucking car. So great.
Well, I'm excited about it. I hope that we do, and I hope that happens because, like I said, man, there's nothing like, I said this before in the past. There's nothing like winning a Super Bowl with someone that wants to be there, someone that's vocally said, "I want to be a Raider for the rest of my life." That actually grew up rooting for the team. That's like a fairy tale. You know what I mean? Like Indy, like that's the best thing that could ever happen for this team. And for all the shit that we've been through, you know, the Tuck rule and all the other shit, the Bill Callahan year, I know I just said that, going to Super Bowl, getting blown out by Tampa Bay, watching Rich Gannon get destroyed. It'd be great to see this guy, the guy that actually wants to be there, turn this thing around with a great coaching staff. The days of Gruden and trying to live off that nostalgia and all that other shit is over. I like what Mark Davis is doing, and it's gonna be the last time you hear from me. He's rebuilding something, and he's saying this worked over there, so let's try and implement that shit over here.
Like, hey man, you see that man over there? You see him over there? You know that guy he played when they were leather helmets. You know what I mean, man?
Thanks. Shout out to everybody in the comment section, man. Appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet. Yes, NorCal Raider Jesse, my brother. This is Wasted Talents YouTube channel right here, you guys. My brother's probably gonna do a live here in a second.
Yeah, come on, tap in with me, man. I'm gonna start it. If Docs get off, I'm gonna start it at 3. You know what I mean? Talk some shit to y'all.
Yeah. So 50 minutes. He'll be like, I'm getting off right now. So
all right, cool.
Yeah,
I'll be live. Yeah. Y'all come over with me.
Everybody go to Wasted. The link is right here, you guys, and make sure when you're over there, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna go in here, clean my house, spend some time with the family, get this Super Bowl food and shit ready to go.
Yo, I fucked up. Yo, I forgot to order the wings, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man.
We got some turkey legs, bro. The big joint, the turkey leg hut joints.
Yeah, they're like the fucking Disney World joints.
We got the ones with the chicken Alfredo stuffed inside of them. We got the Henny glazed ones. You about to turn up, bro. You about to turn
You about
up.
to be asleep by the halftime. You gonna miss the whole halftime show.
For real. you slacking on your Mackin though, bro, without them wings, bro. You got to get right, bro.
All right, my brother.
My brother, man. Appreciate you for pulling in, man.
Thank you for inviting me, brother.
You know we're gonna have another show at some point here in the next few days. You know how we do.
Yeah, you already know.
I mean, let me know, man, when you win a home game, and I'll definitely pull up over there as well.
All right, my brother.
My brother, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet. Hit that subscribe button on the way out. And like I said, man, go subscribe to Waste It. Go pull up over there. Watch this show real quick, man. Shout out to my guys, man. Tony Ruff and Graphk, mad props on your new endeavor. Change the world by changing your hood. I appreciate you, family. That means a lot. I cannot wait until I get the nonprofit going, because that's what it's about, man. Paying it forward. That's what look, man. The mantra of my life is pay it forward. So that's what I'm about to do for I've been doing it regardless, but I'm gonna take it up a notch. Help the people, help the homelessness, help mental health case. I'm trying to do all of it. So I appreciate you guys, man, for always being here every step of the way with me. Appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Love y'all. Catch y'all later.